Come on, lean back. Good enough. All right.
There we go.
3, 2, 1.
Well, the Shawnee County Mustangs on the road at Cheyenne South High School to take on Cheyenne East. East Stadium not ready. Thunderbirds won state, beating the Mustangs by a point last year. They're ranked number 1 after 1 week. Natrona ranked number 2. So 1 against 2, and as you would expect when these two teams get together, it was a close one. The Mustangs win it 14-7.
Yeah, well, the weather really was awful to begin the game, but, with Oakey Blanchard Stadium not ready, we were able to move to South High School. They've got a beautiful field here, artificial turf, which made the playing conditions more bearable here, especially in the first half, but then the rain lightened up in the second half of play, but turnovers really were the key, Jack.
Turnovers, East just turned the ball over too much. Tevis Bartlett, probably the best athlete, best football player in the state, getting a lot of major colleges to look at him. Scored with about a minute and a half to go in the first period to give his team a 7-0 lead. Mustangs shut him out from then on. The big pass play, Kaysen Bergen to Austin Lures for a score to make it 7-all at the halftime. And then in the third quarter, Steven Brown goes untouched in the end zone from 14 yards out. That was the only score of the second half. Mustangs win at 14-7. They should go to number 1, obviously. And their line play was outstanding, on both sides of the ball. They opened some pretty good holes for the running backs. They did a great job with a lot of blitzes and pressuring Tevis Bartlett out of the pocket.
They did. The defensive secondary as well, getting 4 turnovers, interceptions, and then, of course, forcing another fumble as well. Did a great job there. It's a very slick football in all. Natrona County looks solid. They had a couple fumbles late, which I'm sure they're going to hear about in practice, but in all, it was a great victory for Natrona, who probably could have blown this thing open.
Well, they managed to control, for the most part, because nobody's going to control him, Tevis Bartlett. He got a couple of big plays, and he came close to breaking a couple others, but when they needed to, they made big plays on him, made him scramble for his life, and I thought that was the key to the game.
Absolutely right. You could definitely tell Tevis Bartlett was getting frustrated with his own teammates.
So the Mustangs now move to 2-0 on the season, and Steve Harshman and company get a big win over a team that's been really tough on them the last few years.
Especially last year in the state championship.
Yeah, especially
last year. Nice to get
that
that grudge win.
In the state championship. So Natrona goes to 2-0, East falls to 1-1.
And for your AM 1400 ESPN wrap-up, we certainly hope you'll join us again next week when we're going to be in Rock Springs.
It'll be Kelly Walsh taking on the Rock Springs Tigers. Kelly, a tough time again, losing at Sheridan this evening by a score of 48-7. They got on the scoreboard. They'll face a Rock Springs team that probably is more to their liking as far as size-wise and experience-wise. We'll have that game next Friday, kickoff at 7 o'clock from Rock Springs.